Live from a mother's basement somewhere with your hosts, Breh 1
and Breh Uno.
Here on Quality Break Time,
we're just two brahs
discussing various topics that we find interesting.
Topics we hope you find interesting as well.
Topics ranging from conspiracy theories, the paranormal, health and wellness, politics,
engineering and technology, fun, entertainment, and so on. Let's start the show.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. This is Breh Uno. And we also have Breh 1 on the other side. Can you hear me, Breh 1?
I sure can, man. Here's Breh 1.
All right,
what's going on?
Not much, my man, not much. Just here, just living the dream,
Oh, yeah?
All right, yeah,
That's good, man.
And I believe, so we're live, we're streaming here. I feel like today we've got a treat for the audience.
I concur. You want to tell them what we're going to be talking about today, man?
So today is, and you'll see throughout this podcast, we will do a bunch. We have a whole bunch of ideas for different segments that we're gonna pull up and do. And today is a segment we titled and we like to call Lyrical Analysis. And essentially, with a very light heart, Breh 1 and Breh Uno here will break down the lyrical geniuses of the people of the artistic world and realm that we aspire to be. Or really
Absolutely.
Don't know much about. And we planned. I mean, this is definitely it's along the lines of word creation again, where it's like lighthearted, fun. We plan to be humorous and comical and just have a good time. It's not a very serious topic, but there may be some serious tones throughout the podcast. But for the most part, it's we're gonna be laughing.
Right. Absolutely. And we hope whoever's listening out there, we hope you guys laugh as well, because I think this is pretty funny. The song we're going to be talking about, we'll mention the title here in a second, but I really feel like the song in itself is hilarious, I mean, it was a serious song. It did good. It was played in a lot of clubs. We heard it a lot, when it was in syndication.
Side note, I think the reason why one of the reasons why it's so funny is because they take themselves seriously.
Yeah. So with that said, the song we are going to be analyzing today is one of our favorites, actually, even though we're going to be it is by an artist called I Love McConan.
McConan? I thought it was Mackinnon.
Is it Mackinnon or McConan?
I don't know.
Either way, it's one of those. It's McConan or Mackinnon. Let's say Mackinnon.
Okay.
So here on the episode, we're just going to say Mackinnon.
Mackinnon, okay.
All right.
Okay. Mackinnon it is.
Mackinnon it is. And the song is featuring Drake. You guys probably remember the song. It was really popular. Breh Uno, do you want to play a snippet for them?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and play a snippet here for the crew here.
All right.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the car, she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Turn the volume of that up a little bit, man.
What's that?
Can you turn the volume up on that a little bit?
Oh, so I think through the stream it's loud.
Okay. All right then.
I think because I can't turn the volume up any louder here.
Gotcha, man.
But through the stream.
All right then. Well, that was the snippet of the song there. So as Breh just lays down some wonderful singing there. Good job, buddy.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
That was pretty good, man.
On a
Tuesday. Girl in the club, she Tuesday.
All right, let's just get into it. I mean,
let's get into it, man.
First of all, like if you bring up Google lyrics, the way they spell choosy is pretty appropriate actually.
Right.
Choosey. I would say that it would work. I think grammatically
Absolutely.
that's correct. Um, now, do you want to begin the analysis with this refrain and try to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first, like, basically the song starts off with the chorus. The chorus is, I'm gonna just read it out. Got the club going up on a Tuesday.
On a
Got your
Tuesday,
girl in the cut, and she Tuesday.
she Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, we like to say it that way, Tuesday, because that way you gotta understand that this isn't the normal spelling of choosy. It's like Tuesday.
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 There's
Yeah,
emphasis. There's definitely some emphasis on Tuesday. You know.
absolutely.
Now, all
It's a
right. So
Tuesday.
I guess the best thing to do is, like, while analyzing the song, is visually prepare yourself. It's a Tuesday. Although right now it's technically
Yeah.
Thursday for us. We should have done this two
Right.
days ago.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but so it's a Tuesday night and the club's going up. All right. And so he's
Absolutely.
there. The club is up. He's up.
Right.
Shit's going wild, right? And he's got
Right.
your girl. He's specific. He has
Right.
pinpointed your girl. You are
Not.
in this bar, all
Yep.
right? And you're
Nobody
witnessing.
else's girl. Your girl.
He is. For some reason, he's beefing with you, and he decided, or maybe your girl is just
Yep.
really hot. Maybe your girl's just like a really nice woman, and he just wants to, he wants a piece of it.
Right.
Uh, and so he's pinpointed your girl. Or maybe you're not even at the club. Who knows? But
Yep.
either way, he's got your
Yeah. Maybe
girl.
your girl's at the club. Yeah. Maybe your
Yeah.
girl's at the club and you're at home, or maybe you're at work working
Yeah.
late,
Maybe
but she
you're.
decided to go out to the club and she's being a little bitch. Other guy,
Yeah. True.
what the fuck?
True. True. It's very possible. I mean, maybe your sorry ass is actually, bringing home the bread and butter, and she's out just, being
Yeah,
Tuesday in the club on a
being
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Maybe she only does it on Tuesday,
Maybe that's okay.
but you
Yeah.
don't know that.
True. True.
Yeah,
Maybe he's a nurse and he's working
maybe
all night.
every other day. Ooh, maybe.
Tuesday's one of his nights that he
I mean,
works.
maybe. I know. That's so messed up. I can't believe her, man.
I know, what a bitch.
Like, why would she do that? Because,
know.
okay, look here. We could say it's Mackina's fault and Drake's fault or whatever. We could say it's their fault for choosing your girl.
True. We could. We could.
You know, we could say it's their fault, but she's fucking guilty as well.
True. True. I mean,
Because it's like she's in a relationship with you. She
mhm.
need to be in the club being Tuesday.
Tuesday. I mean, now, if you want to go down the blame route, I mean, you can't stop there either. Maybe he's one of the
Yeah,
reasons why
yeah.
she's developed into a Chusei personality and she's decided to go out on
Oh,
Tuesday now.
absolutely,
Maybe he's forced her
absolutely.
in a way to become Chusei, and
Right,
maybe she's just weak-minded and now she's going out on Tuesdays. That's
and
he
actually,
pushed her.
you bring up a very good point because usually in relationships, especially when you know are infidel, they do infidelity or whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, it's both parties' fault in a way because
Right.
it's rarely ever just that person's just that much of a whore. You know, that's just how they do things. It's like maybe you're not doing well in the bedroom, or maybe I don't know. I don't.
Right.
There's so many reasons.
Maybe
Maybe you're an
her
asshole.
maybe her man's not stacking up. Yeah, you're right. But
Maybe,
maybe,
man.
maybe he's verbally
Yeah.
abusive or physically abusive. Who knows?
Right.
I mean, our
Right.
analysis is
Or
taking a dark turn here.
well, this is what an analysis is all about. We're trying to understand and get to the bottom
True.
of the lyrics and understand why they put these lyrics into this song because every lyric is important. You
True.
don't just put in a fucking lyric just to put in a fucking lyric.
Hmm. I agree.
So, I mean, we have to take from what he's saying in the chorus, and he starts off and he says that chorus 4 times, to get that ingrained into your mind that the club is going up on a Tuesday, and he's got your girl in the club, and she choose.
Well, now he says got your girl in the cut. What's the cut? Is that a specific term for like VIP, or
Yeah,
is it that's VIP?
I mean, so we can use context clues right here. So let's think about that for a second. So got the club going up on a Tuesday, got your girl in the cut, and she choose. So we could assume that the cut could just be another word for she's in the club, or she's just basically in his like vicinity, like talking to him or whatever.
Okay. Also, he's like she's
What
within
do
the
you think?
radar. Like he's about to like snatch her up. Like
Right,
okay. And so is
right,
she's choose in the sense of like what she's like picky, or is she she's shutting them down, or is
right.
what's the deal with that? What does choose mean? What is it in this
I
context?
I think that's a fair analysis there, Bray. I think she is choose. She's looking at the prospects. She's looking at
Ooh.
all the guys there in the club. And
Ooh.
for
Okay.
some
So
reason
ooh.
she's honing in on Hakkinen or
I,
Drake.
that's
We're gonna
okay.
come back.
Let me just break in there real quick, because when I originally said Chuse, being picky, I was
Uh-huh.
assuming I was in the mindset of her, of her being like a good girl kind of thing, and she's just picky on what she likes. However, you brought a
Right,
different perspective, which is
right.
she's on the hunt. She's looking for potential.
She's yeah.
Now,
That's what I take from it. So
okay.
that's what I'm thinking. That she's there and she is on the hunt. She's looking like she's in that club, checking out all these dudes, seeing who she likes, who she doesn't like.
Mm-hmm. I
All
see.
that good stuff.
Okay. All right. So we
Who's
are
got
back.
money, who doesn't.
We're back to her being an evil bitch again, I guess. Okay.
No, we won't say that. We'll
Okay.
just say she's choose.
Okay.
You
That's good.
And now I just brought up a point. Like she's looking at these guys, she's seeing who has money, who doesn't.
Hmm.
Well, I think we could assume that Mackinnon has money.
Are you assuming that from the amount of work that he's putting in, or?
Yeah, well, of course, we haven't gotten to that part of the song yet, but just the fact that he's a rapper singing about his exploits on a Tuesday,
Well, in this
I think it's fair
song,
to assume that
right?
yeah,
In this song though, he's not making any reference to him like his occupation as a rapper. Um,
right. That is true. Yeah,
So if you put it in the context of the song, he's definitely working, and he
right,
probably has more money, especially in his line of work. He probably has more money than like maybe the average person, I guess. Uh,
right,
and I'd like to point out a lyric that's always working OT. So he's putting in
right,
overtime. He's definitely he's not working 40 hours a week, I guess.
right.
He's
So
very, huh?
with that being said, let's start analyzing the first verse actually,
All right, I'm down.
Drake's whole part there. All right,
Let's do it.
you wanna start reading off some lines there from that
Sure.
first verse?
All right, here we go. This
All right,
this is I like this how it starts. It's interesting here. So squad going up.
right,
Nobody flipping packs now. I just did
right,
3 in a row. Them
right.
shows, them shows, them shows is back to back to back now.
Yep. Let's stop there. Let's kind of
Yeah,
break that down.
I'm curious. I'm excited for this
Um,
part. So
yep.
it's not just like
Squad going up.
he's calling out his squad now. His squad's going
Yep.
up. So they're feeling it too, I guess. They're in it.
Absolutely. So the whole team is
It's a
making the club go up on a
it's a team
Tuesday.
effort. Yeah.
So It's a team effort, and this team knows how to party. Obviously,
Apparently, because is that what? No one's flipping packs now. Like, is that so? The whole squad's no
yeah.
one in the squad is
I,
flipping packs.
you know, so maybe that's a reference to their past. Like maybe
Hmm.
they all used to sell contraband like cigarettes to like minors and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you're saying they've upgraded
Right?
now. So they've gone from like
Yeah.
selling cigarettes to little kids to like whatever the hell they're selling now. Okay.
Well, I think they're setting us up, because of course a song is a story. So
Hmm.
they're setting us up for some part later on in the song
True.
where they mention maybe what they do for a living.
Ah,
You
it'll
know,
be much more clear.
absolutely, I think so.
I think you're correct.
Now, what do you think he means when he says, "I just did three in a row"? Three what?
This is tough. Okay. So
Right.
when he makes reference to them shows is back to back to back now. I
Right.
kind of feel like he's performing. He's doing some type of performance, right? Even if it's not like a rap show or something, uh, if he's the limelight of a party and the parties are back to back to back now,
Right.
which would make sense, right? So Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday. Oh no, no, oh wow, okay. They're just in the middle of the fucking week. Well, I just did three in a row. Them shows is
Three
back
in a
to back
row.
to back now. Ooh, do you have some analysis on
So
this? Because I
there you go. It has to be. I mean, he has to be talking about shows, like,
or
because this is Drake singing this part right here. So I really think he might be talking about doing three shows in a row.
it could be, but also if you look at how that sentence is constructed, I just did three in a row. If you dissect like row, in as far as like in a
Right.
matrix, like rows and columns, if he's got three rows, that
Oh,
could
I like that.
refer to three rows of cocaine that he just did.
It could be. It could be three lines of cocaine, and I think initially that's probably what I thought. Like he's talking about doing, snorting three lines of coke.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. When you look at the context, it kind of feels like because he says, "I just did three in a row." Them shows is back to back to back now. So why, if he was talking about cocaine, you would go from "I just did three in a row." Them shows is back to back to back now.
Yep.
It almost feels like them shows is back to back now is a reference to the three he just did in a row. You
Okay.
know,
Maybe you might be right. Yeah.
that's what I think. That's my analysis, at least.
I think I'm gonna stick with the cocaine reference.
Okay, I like it, man. Either way, I mean, this song is
Okay.
about partying,
It
so
is, yeah, and I
why
like
the
that
fuck
we're
not?
we're bringing different philosophies to the to the song. It's good.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to analyze a song because one. I'm sure you've heard other songs and you thought they were talking about one thing, and then like you saw an analysis of it from like some professional,
Hmm.
and it means something completely different, and then the artist talks about what you're like, what the fuck? Like I thought you were singing about something completely different. Like what the shit?
True.
You know?
True. Oh yeah. No. True. Well,
Yeah.
there is a point that I'd like to make, maybe closer to the end of our analysis that I feel may flip this upside down, but we'll wait to the end for that because
Okay.
it's a little out there. It's a
Okay.
little out there, but we'll wait
I
till the
like it. I'm actually really excited about that.
end.
But let's continue on with some more
Let's.
lines here in this opening verse. So let's see. So after that, back to back. Okay. Put the world on our sound. Party in the weekend. Ain't got no motherfucking time to party on the weekend.
I just come
Very,
on,
very.
dude. All right. I guess now here's one thing I.
Go on, man. Go on.
Oh, dude. Okay. So
Get it off your chest, bro. Get it
Here's
off
what I'm
your
thinking.
chest.
Like, so if you hear that lyric, if you hear it,
Right.
it sounds okay. It sounds party on the weekend. Ain't no motherfucking
Right.
time to party on the weekend. Now,
Right.
if you're reading the lyrics in the first part there, uh, the words party and the weekend are capitalized.
Capitalize. Yeah,
You
there's
know,
an emphasis on those two words there.
it will not only capitalized, they're in all caps.
Yeah,
So
pretty interesting.
I'm wondering if he, if he's calling out a specific person, like the artist, The Weeknd, or
Yeah. Yeah.
although it would be spelled differently if it was, because I think The Weeknd spells his name a little differently, doesn't he? It's not how it is normally. Oh no, wait, it is
Yeah.
spelled like that. I think
Mm. So I think
Weekee.
we could say definitely when he says the weekend and spelled like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's absolutely a reference to the artist The Weeknd.
Mm.
Now I didn't know there's an artist named Party, but I guess there's an artist named Party too.
Could be a
'Cause-
song, party
right.
time or something like that.
It could be,
But well,
Now, if we think about the artist The Weeknd,
uh-huh.
what does he like to sing about?
Sex, well, sometimes romance, but a lot of sex, a lot of you know,
Drugs.
drug. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, drugs.
Yeah. I think almost all of his songs are a reference to drugs.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're probably right. You're right. So, well, okay, hold on. Let's piece it together then. So, put the world on our sound. So, basically, is it
Okay.
saying, um, you know, we're gonna get everyone on board with us? Like, make sure, like
Yeah.
the world's missing out. We got to get everybody on board here. All right.
Mhm.
And party and the weekend. So, like, whoever party is, and whoever the weekend is. And then they go,
Right.
ain't got no motherfucking time to party
In
on the weekend.
time. Right. Right.
Um,
So, go on, man.
well, I don't know. I mean, this is okay. So, party on the weekend. I ain't got no motherfucking time to party on the weekend. So clearly, he's saying he's not participating in whatever party and the weekend are participating in because he's got no
Right.
motherfucking time.
Right.
And and on top of that, he has no time. That's how little time he has. He doesn't even have time. He
Right.
doesn't even have time to party on the weekend. Although he can party on a Tuesday, he can go up on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I can actually understand that, like just everyone has different schedules, so,
Yeah, true, true.
they really may not have time to party on the weekend, but maybe open, maybe it's Mondays or I don't know, but we can definitely assume that his Tuesdays are open, you know,
Yeah, maybe it's just this one
since
Tuesday. Maybe it's not every Tuesday. Maybe it's just
maybe,
this one.
yeah, yeah, you're right, man. We don't know, we just have to take the context of the song. We know what's going on this Tuesday in particular.
Right. He doesn't say every Tuesday.
To Right, he doesn't say every Tuesday, so
Just
we don't know
on
if
Tuesday.
next Tuesday he's gonna have the club going up.
True.
We don't know if he had the club going up last Tuesday
Right.
or the
Right.
Tuesday before that.
Because the lyrics clearly state
But we know
on a
on this.
Tuesday.
Yep, absolutely. But we can say that he doesn't party on the weekends because he doesn't have any motherfucking time to do so.
True. So yeah, maybe it's just this one Tuesday
Yeah.
he's partying and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna vent. Like this is a Tuesday. Yeah, it's a motherfucking
Right.
Tuesday. I ain't got
Oh,
time
yeah.
to party, so I'm out on a
I ain't got
Tuesday.
time.
I want the world to know.
Hell yeah, Taco Tuesday, bitch. Taco
Yeah,
Tuesdays.
maybe
And
it
we're gonna
started
get the
with.
club going up.
Hey, hey.
Maybe this song's all about Taco Tuesday, man.
Yes,
Taco
yeah,
Tuesdays.
bro. Well, I mean, we've been a part of a
Taco
few Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesdays, and they can get wild
Oh,
real quick.
bro, we've gone up on some Taco Tuesdays.
Oh yeah,
We've gone up on some Taco Tuesdays, man.
get some good
Hell
tacos, get some
yeah.
beer in your system, and then who knows? And
Uh-huh.
then that's it. You're in the
Some
club.
pool. Yep, some pool, whatever, man. I mean, a few times, I'm not gonna say the bar or the establishment's name, but I definitely remember a few times going to some Taco Tuesdays
Yep.
where, yeah, man,
I was
we
there.
played some
I remember.
pool,
Yep.
drank some beer,
That's right. We should. you
I
know,
think we hit on some girls, or some girls hit on us.
both.
You
Yep,
know,
definitely
shit like
both.
that.
Hmm. I agree.
Mostly as girls hitting on you. You know, because you're
Oh,
like a fucking
bullshit.
male model, and
No, no, no. That's
it's
that's
like them
incorrect.
staring at me from the corner because they're afraid.
No, there's
But
probably
nah.
just some girl. It's probably just some girl I pissed off that you just decided to come over and talk shit to me.
Did you not remember her name?
Oh my god, he remembers your name. Oh,
You
that's
remember your name?
wow. That's a flashback. We'll have to tell that
Oh
story
man,
someday.
oh, I know. I think we'll have to tell them that story one of these days. Not
Oh,
today though, but
yeah.
one of these days.
All I can
That's
say though is
precious.
ladies, don't be that. Whatever
Oh
that
God.
group of
Oh
girls
man,
was, don't be that. Oh my god, he
bruh,
remembers your name.
bruh, bruh. That shit was so hilarious. You remember, man? We couldn't stop laughing. I think we were
Oh,
laughing for a few hours. Man. That shit was
oh yeah.
just. It happened too. It's just like I wish we could have filmed that shit.
That would have been perfect. Oh man,
It's
that would have
such
been
a
perfect.
perfect moment, you
You're
know.
right. Yeah, you're right.
Like even though we're making fun of these girls right now, like they did something really amazing.
Right.
They're very entertaining.
And I'll tell you what, I don't remember their name now.
Oh no. Did you even remember their name?
I did.
Like after they said that?
Oh, after. Oh,
You did,
after.
huh? You did
No,
remember their.
maybe for the night. Maybe.
You know what? I think you remember their name for the rest of that night. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember the next day,
No,
you
no,
know, but
definitely.
I think you definitely remember their name.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because she said it because I remembered her name, and then
right,
like
right,
whatever. Like we after what did we do after that? I forget.
right.
We went somewhere. I think I don't know if we just pieced out or
Dude,
whatever, but
I think yeah, I think we might have went home, man, because we were I don't know. I don't remember exactly, bro. I really don't.
yeah, it was a good time.
That was like 4 years ago, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that we either went and got some food and then went home, or we probably just went home.
Hmm.
I don't think we went to like another club or bar or anything like that.
True. True.
I don't think.
Well, I wonder if those girls remember Drake's name.
Oh,
Probably
I'm
do.
sure they would, bro. It's Drake. You know, he also has money.
Yeah,
So,
it's true too. Well, all
but
right.
let's move on in the analysis here. I think
Okay,
we
there we go.
got that portion figured out pretty good.
So here we go again with like certain words being capitalized, and I'll tell you in a second which one it is. Okay, so tell Jello, right? That's how you pronounce it, right? Jello.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Tell Jello, bring the juice. We we bout to get lit. Fill the room up
Lit
with some tings.
things.
One night off, and this is it.
It.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I guess that last lyric has established that he does have Tuesdays off. Only one night off.
Yep. Yep. So there we go.
All right.
We answered our own question
You're right.
by going a little bit further on in the song. So,
All right.
wow, this is a busy guy. You know,
Okay. Well,
he
apparently he
works
has
hard.
shows back to back to back. So I guess so. I guess this is his only day
Bro,
off. Yeah. And the other
man.
three
So I
days.
can understand.
Yeah, maybe the other 3 days he's
Yeah.
prepping for those back to back to back shows. And then Tuesday's the only day Tuesday's his
Probably,
Sunday.
man.
Do you think he goes to church on Wednesday or?
I don't know, man, but it kind of makes you wonder how much time it takes to prepare for these shows amongst all the other things he has to do.
True. That's true. And the word Jello is capitalized, so that's clearly a person, right? So
Right,
tell Jello, like
right. It's
whoever Jello is.
got to be a person. So that's Jello's probably like one of their squad members.
Hmm. So
Maybe we
okay,
could assume that Jello's the juice man.
he's got to be talking to someone here. Is he talking to multiple people? Because in the refrain, he's saying,
Right,
"Got your girl going up in the cut." So he's talking
right,
to someone there. But then clearly whoever that person is, it can't be the same person that he's telling that person to tell Jello bring the juice. Like those can't be the same people.
right,
Otherwise, it'd be
right.
clashing inside the squad, right?
Absolutely. So it kind of makes you wonder if they're talking to someone outside of the squad, you know, or what, you
Mm,
know,
mm-hmm.
or also because they're talking about how they had the club going up on a Tuesday, which almost indicates that this night already happened, and now they're just maybe talking about their exploits. I don't know though, because it changes its
Ooh,
tenses. Like
you
it seems
bring
like
up a
it's
good.
past tense,
That's
future
a
tense, present tense,
great
all at the same
question.
time.
You're right. What tense are
Yeah,
we in? That you're totally right.
I
Now,
don't know, man.
and it's so
You know, are these
generic.
guys time travelers?
Ooh, maybe.
Ooh,
Because that
like they have time travel technology.
yeah. Well, although okay, here's one way I'll say that this is the reason why I'll say it's present time, present tense, is because of the lyric that
Okay.
says, "We about to get lit." So
Oh yeah,
you
so
know,
that's definitely
hmm
it's going on right now. Yeah,
present tense, yeah. So
interesting.
outside of that, I don't see anything that demonstrates clear tense.
Okay, so let's
Although,
say it's
well,
definitely going on. Like,
the lyric that says "I just did three in a row" that would make reference to present tense, like he did, you know.
yeah,
So we're
right,
all over the place. He's talking about
right.
past tense.
We're all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
future tense. We're in the present tense. Okay.
Or you actually bring up a good point since you just figured out that he's talking in the present tense.
hmm
Now we can kind of figure out when he says, "I just did three in a row." That's obviously a reference to either three shows or three something he did in the past.
Lines of
And we're
cocaine.
gonna say in the recent past. You know,
Yeah. Very recent. Yeah, for sure. Like this week, or
absolutely.
it could be like this
Right,
past week,
right.
or even as soon as like a few minutes ago. You know. Or
Yeah, absolutely.
maybe if it's cocaine, maybe he's literally just snorting that cocaine and boom, now he's here. Squad
Right.
rolling up,
Yeah.
and I
It's like
just
he
literally
just
just did it.
right. He just nailed those rails real quick, and then he's talking to you, you know, or whoever he's talking to, you know.
Right. Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Now, what's really intriguing is this Jello character with the
Yeah, I want to know
juice.
who he is. Like, does he have like unlimited access to the juice? Does he make the
Yeah.
juice?
Right. And
Is he a
what is the
wizard?
juice? I want to
Yeah.
know what the juice is. What kind of juice, man? Like,
Oh, good
is
question.
this like I don't know if you ever had this like drink, this concoction when you're in college or whatever called like the
Jungle.
Incredible Hulk,
Oh,
or is it Jungle Juice? You know
jungle
what I
juice.
mean? I say the Incredible Hulk because only so many people knew how to actually make it.
I've
So
never even
like when
heard
you
of it.
wanted
So,
some Incredible Hulk, you'd have to like call up somebody or be like, hey man, do you know anyone who makes Incredible Hulk? Like, oh yeah, my boy, you know, Remy makes fucking Incredible Hulk. Let me call him up and he can get you some. He get you like a jug of it, you know?
oh, sounds like a fucking underground drink.
It kind of was, but it was awesome, and it would, of course, it would get you lit. Yep, it would. It was good stuff, man. You
I
know?
believe it. I believe it. Especially if it's made with grain alcohol.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
So
So
I don't know. The juice is a mystery. We don't know exactly what it
I
is.
think
You
well,
know?
this whole song is a mystery, but yeah, Jello is who I would like to talk to him. I'd like to like get to know him.
I would too.
See what's up.
I want to know more about Jello. You
Yeah.
know, because he's obviously a prominent figure in this squad.
He's prominent enough to
So
get
it's like,
what's that? Yeah. No, he's prominent enough
oh,
to be called out. Like I mean, clearly they need him to bring the
right,
juice. And maybe
right.
he's like the only one that's out right now, and they're like I don't feel like
Oh,
leaving.
they have other juice providers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe he's just out. Although they're in the
yeah.
club, so why would he need to bring the juice? Why isn't there juice there? I mean,
Because this club doesn't serve this juice, obviously.
clearly
You know,
doesn't.
this is a special juice.
Now you're onto something because it's a juice
Yeah,
that is clearly something that only they have access to.
absolutely.
All right.
You know, and
All right.
what's more intriguing, since we know Drake is singing this particular verse right here,
hmm
we know Drake has money. You know,
True. True.
So this must be some special juice. This Jello character to bring the juice to the club.
And I have a feeling these guys are experienced uh, drinkers, or experienced partiers, right?
Right.
And so when they
Right.
say
Absolutely.
we about to get lit, that is like saying to the average person, like you're gonna get, if you were doing what we are doing, you're blacked out. Like forget it. Like we're gonna get lit.
Absolutely.
So you can't hang with us for sure. So maybe the juice does
Right.
that. Maybe the special concoction does that for them.
Man, I really want this juice.
I want to try it.
Like,
Now,
I would like to try some out.
when you imagine this juice, are you imagining it fruity? Are you imagining it like a little bit sour?
Mhm.
Is it like a Bloody Mary flavor to you? Like what kind of juice are you imagining?
I'm thinking it's green, man. I'm thinking it's green,
Okay, all
and
right.
I'm thinking, but I'm also thinking about the Incredible Hulk too.
Hmm.
So like, it's just to me that's what I'm envisioning in my mind: a jug of Incredible Hulk. You know?
See, I'm thinking like orangey flavor and
Ooh,
yeah, a
citrus.
little bit on the citrus side. So you know.
I I personally I love citrus. I think it's so refreshing.
So yeah,
I
because
hope it is citrus.
yeah, yeah, good.
Yeah,
All right.
man. Hopefully it is like orange juice or tangerine juice, or maybe it's a citrus medley with lime and lemon,
Mm,
oranges, kumquats, tangerines, grapefruit. Oh
yum.
man, that sounds awesome.
That does sound good. That does sound good. And you get drunk off it? Well, yeah, sign me up.
Oh man, sign me up. I want to be in this squad.
Squad has access. This squad does have access.
All right. Okay, so I think we hit that part with the juice.
Yep.
The lid is pretty self-explanatory,
Hmm.
but now it gets kind of weird. Fill the room up with some teens.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Now I remember when we first looked at Lyric Up, it was teens.
We
Like
thought it was teen.
yeah, no, I remember it was spelled TENS.
Now you're making a segue to something that I think we should discuss in the future, but something called the Mandela effect, where certain things in the past that we remember have changed.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so an example of a Mandela effect would be what's going on right now. Whoever's listening, you can Google this right now, go to YouTube, whatever, if you're not familiar with the Mandela effect. But like, for example, the film Star Wars, what is it? Uh, which one was it? Was it Empire Strikes Back? The one where Luke confronts, Darth Vader,
Mm-hmm.
and Darth Vader tells him he's his father, right? Well, we all remember. Most of us remember it was, you know, Luke, I am your father.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch the movie now, it has changed to no, Luke, I'm your father.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Oh,
most people remember it as Luke, I'm your father, not no, Luke, I'm your father,
interesting. Do you think maybe in one of their updates
right?
they may have edited it?
No, well, here's the thing about it. There have been people who have dug up their original VHSs and played it and showed that it is no, Luke, I am your father. Yet there's a huge proportion of people who remember it as Luke, I'm your father.
Hmm.
Now, for the proponents who are against the Mandela effect, who say that it's a hoax, they say that we just have bad memories.
Okay.
But there's so many more. So it's a very interesting topic. I suggest you look into it, and whoever's out there listening, if you haven't heard of it, Mandela effect yourself, and you decide for yourself if you think it's just we all are suffering from bad memory, or if it's something else. You know,
Hmm. Good idea.
yeah, it's pretty interesting because I mean, I agree with you, man. I also remember it being teens. Yet when we pull up the lyrics, it says teens.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, there's really no way that we can really verify it because when you listen to it, teens and teens sound very similar, you know?
Mm-hmm. True.
So even if we pull up the lyrics from, Mackinnon himself, teens, but
Well,
we remember it being
I
teens.
guess it's a lesson to just store the evidence. Screenshot
Yeah,
everything.
absolutely. Absolutely, man. But
And now
that's
it's
a
not as
very
funny.
interesting point.
Now it's not as funny
No,
because I
no,
remember
it's
when it
not.
was teens. I remember reading the lyric teens, like
I
T
do
E
too.
N S.
I do too.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, now that's kind of weird. Like 18, 19 years old. That's you only got a two
Yeah,
year cutoff before it's
right.
illegal here.
Absolutely, because we ripped that part to shreds. Like,
Oh,
why
dude,
do you
yeah,
guys have teens?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you guys are grown ass men. What the fuck are you doing partying with teens? How are they even like in the club partying with you?
Unless
They
it's an
can't
18
buy
and over club,
alcohol,
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, certain states, like Texas, most of their clubs are 18 and over and stuff. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, some states where, like some states don't. So I don't know. We could assume maybe they live in a state. If it was teens, if
Hmm.
that was the lyric, then we could assume that they live in a state or they're partying in a state where it's like clubs are 18 and older.
True. And so, I guess here is where he starts to talk about where he transitions to how busy he is, right?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
one night off, and this is it. So
This
Tuesday's
is
it,
it.
right?
Right.
Always working
It's pretty straightforward.
OT, overtime.
OT.
Yep, overtime and out of town.
Out of town. Wow. So not only does he work a lot of overtime, but he also works away from home a lot.
So he's on the road. Yeah, he's on the road.
Absolutely. Which makes sense because he's a musician. So
True, true.
that
Those
actually makes sense.
those shows will have him out of town for sure, and working OT. That's for sure.
Back to
Um,
back to back. Also,
yeah, yep, that's right.
interesting.
And so for him, now he's getting personal, right? So like
Yeah,
he's giving
shit
us a
is
little
crazy.
in look on his life, and he's saying
Yeah,
shit is crazy back home.
back home.
It kills me that I'm not around. I think we getting too deep. Okay,
Interesting.
so now he's realizing that he's getting deep. He's pulling back. Shit, shit. I'm
Right.
talking might be too true.
Too true. Ooh. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on back home. That's so deep. That he doesn't want to tell us about. Like what's going on back home.
I don't know if he said
I mean,
actually anything true, but apparently he thinks that what he's talking about is it might be too true.
right. It's not just true, but too true.
Too true. Too true for
So
whose own good? Like home, the people back home,
right,
like their own good, or I
right.
guess I would imagine.
And when you actually listen to the song, when you listen to the song,
Hmm.
this part he almost sounds like he's kind of in like turmoil because it's like,
Mm.
shit is crazy back home.
Hmm.
No, he's like, shit is crazy back home. It kills me that I'm not around. I think he does it like that or something like that.
Okay, nice. Okay.
So it's like there's sadness and turmoil in his voice. So whatever's going on back home, it's like serious, man.
Hmm. Hmm. Definitely.
Like
Yep.
you might need counseling or this. I don't know, man. I don't know what exactly is going on.
And so
I'd like to know.
like and it's killing him to not be
It's
there,
killing him.
which implies
Absolutely.
that he feels that if he was home, he could be like fixing or doing solving the problems that are at home. Bless you.
Thank you. So absolutely. So maybe he's like a superhero.
Mm,
Like he fixes things. He's like a hero. I don't know.
true. Maybe he's a peace man.
Maybe
Mm,
maybe he's a peaceman. Maybe this has something to do with crime or something. I don't know.
I agree. Now, um, do you want to take over from here because it's a transition into a totally different realm. So now he's he's realized. I think at this point he's like, okay, shit I'm talking about might be too true. Now I need to go back to what
Right.
the party scene.
Right.
Now we're back.
Right, and it goes right back to the party scene.
we're right back where we were.
So, yeah. So, yeah, so the next thing, upstairs, I got Zans and an Advil. Okay, upstairs, I got Zans and an Advil bottle. I don't take them shits, but you do. So I got them for you. I don't need the pills. Wow. Holy shit.
Like, you don't fucking know me. Like, I don't take pills. Like, what the
I don't either. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm looking at you like, what the fuck do you have this shit for?
Right. And so and now it's the kind of thing where, like,
Yeah.
is he in a group of people and he's just that fucking high and he's just like seeing these random people walking by and he's like, I got
ID,
Zans
bro.
in an
Yeah.
Advil bottle.
I don't take this shit, but you do.
You do. And just
Oh,
some
I
random
got 'em,
person.
bro, yeah. Right? Yeah, like, maybe it's a hallucinated person he's talking to the whole fucking time, you know?
Right.
Because, I mean, let's not forget, they got the club going up, the squad's going up, so we can definitely, you can paint the picture with those lyrics, you know? They are partying hard, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
They're
Well,
probably having a good time, too, you know?
I agree. So this leads though to him saying, okay, so he's got the Zans, right? So
Right.
and he
In an
doesn't take
Advil
them.
bottle.
He in an Advil, but so
Right.
that is so clearly he's afraid of the law, right? Like if he
Yeah.
was, if he wasn't, he wouldn't have him in an
Right.
Advil bottle,
Right.
right? All right, so
Absolutely.
and the fact that he doesn't take them, that leads to me to believe that he's selling them because he
Yep.
knows that this person does use them, okay? And
Right. Right.
I mean, rule number one of a drug supplier is don't get high on your own supply, right? I mean, that's straight from
Right.
Scarface. So,
Yeah,
um,
man. I agree.
you
I
know,
agree. So
maybe he's selling.
he's telling.
Hmm.
It's got to be, man. Because I mean, you got to have a prescription to have Xanax, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I don't think that's sold
So,
over the
well,
counter.
yeah, no, it's not. So he's definitely involved in some kind of illegal, narcotics trade right now. I think that's apparent. What about you?
Absolutely. I would actually say that's probably one of the more concrete things that we could
Oh
say about
yeah.
this song. Like, there's
All right.
clearly some drug dealing going on
All right.
for sure in this
Okay.
club on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So okay, so of course, we go through the part where he says, "So I got him for you. I don't need pills. I'm just gonna have another drink." So we can assume that he's not taking the Xanax.
I would like
You know?
when we get to this point, this is the point where I like to believe that Jello has arrived. Even though they haven't announced his arrival,
Right,
I like to
right.
assume that Jello's here, he brought the juice, and he's gonna have
Yep,
another drink.
drink. Absolutely.
Although he's been very detailed up to this point, but I think he left
Yeah,
that out.
he
I think he left
did.
that point out.
He did. He did. So let's move into the next lyric there, or the next line.
Okay.
So, and when I'm putting work in on a weekend, and I'll just finish off the next two, finish off the verse. I'll look back on this and think how we had the club going up. Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So he's thinking about his future already. He's thinking of past the night. Past his Tuesday night. He's thinking about this. Like, so what I'm taking from this is like, this night is so awesome. They're partying so hard. They got the club going up so high that he's going to be thinking about this on the weekend when he's working.
That's true. And I would
Right.
like to note that there's three main subjects that have been tackled
Right.
here in the first verse. And the first
Right.
one that is, I think, the most prevalent is that he's a busy man.
Oh yeah.
He's a
Absolutely.
very busy man. And the
Very.
second is that there's a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol
Yeah.
going on right here,
Absolutely.
right? And then the third
Absolutely.
is the little snippet of home, that he misses home and
Right.
shit's going on at home. So I don't know if that's a side effect of him being high and he's just like, I miss my home and
Yeah.
miss my people at home, or whatever. But I mean, I have those. You probably have those too. Like where if you're just hammered, all of a sudden you like think of someone, and like
Yeah.
you have a
I
tangent.
miss that person. Yeah.
Yeah, you miss them. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Could be,
alcohol is
man.
a depressant, a depressant, right? So
Yes.
it
Yes,
could
it is.
it could make you venture off into the sad zone a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Or we all know different types of drunks out there. You have your happy drunks, you have your violent drunks, you have your wild drunks,
Hmm.
and you have your sad drunks.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe he's a sad drunk. Because yeah, we know he's drinking more than he is taking pills. So we could assume that his whatever he's on, it's alcohol. And since we know alcohol is a depressant, maybe he's getting depressed as a side effect of the alcohol. And maybe also his personality type is he's a sad drunk, you know?
True.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, very possible. All right.
Okay.
So we wrapped up the
All
first
right.
verse.
First
Nothing,
verse,
nothing was
draft,
clarified. I'm still just as confused.
draft. As are the viewers.
Yeah.
They're like, what the
What the hell?
hell?
And then so we go back to the refrain here, and he goes, on a Tuesday, got your girl in the
Right.
cut, and she choose say.
So, right. So the chorus does not change.
Doesn't
He
change.
repeats that same refrain four
Club going up
times.
on a Tuesday, got your girl in the cut, she
Right.
choose a click, and that
Right.
repeats 3 times. Okay.
Right.
You want to start this? This
So,
is, I think, this verse is the best verse in the
oh
song,
man,
and this is where
absolutely.
"I Love Mackinnon" comes in here, um,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah. So you wanna go ahead and kick it off here?
I will kick it off. So this is the second verse of the song, and this is where I Love Mackinnon starts rapping. So here it goes. Working
I,
Monday
I want I
nights.
want you to do it in his voice though,
Oh, okay.
for
Working
the
Monday
added effect.
night on the corner, flipping hard. 8,000 on the boulevard.
Oh, that's good. Very good. I mean, you brought me right back to the song. I mean, that was it right there. Now, I think
Yeah, yeah.
I think right now is a good time to replay the snippet from earlier. So let me go ahead and replay that for the viewers.
I agree. Hell yeah.
Let's see. Or maybe, you know what? Let's wait. Let's my
Okay.
for some reason my Wi-Fi just decided to all right, let's give it another try.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Very good. All right. So that's the voice. You want to go ahead and repeat the lyrics there, the first 4 lines?
Yeah, yeah. I got it. All right. Working Monday night on the corner, flipping hard. Made at least 3,000 on the boulevard.
Oh, bravo, my friend.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So working on a Monday night. So this is the night before Tuesday, and he's on the corner flipping hard. So he's clearly working real hard on a Monday night. So Monday night has got to
Yep. Yep.
that's got to be like his
Yep.
Friday night then, right? Kinda.
Yeah, it would be. It would be because, I mean, so far we know, it seems like we know Drake only has Tuesday. So far with McConan, we don't know because we're getting into his verse now. But we
True.
know he's at least off on Tuesday.
You're right. You're right.
or at least he's at least off on Tuesday night because that's when this is taking place.
That, yeah, I mean, he has
So
to be
yeah, I would
present.
assume that Monday is like his Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
know?
he has to be
Yeah.
present. He has to be with, maybe Drake's talking to him in the first verse, partially.
Maybe, you know.
Ah,
Yeah,
fuck.
maybe it's like just a discussion, you know, like just like if we were at the bar and we were talking to each other, you know.
Like we normally do.
Right. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, good point. I think he absolutely could be talking to Drake, and Drake could be talking to McConan.
Now, you
You
think,
know.
so I think, so the corner and the boulevard are the same location, correct?
Right.
All right. So
Right.
and he made 3,000. That's pretty damn good. And that's like stripper
Pretty
cash,
good,
right? That's pretty.
bro. Yeah, that's good money. Because all right, if we're looking at the context of it, we're gonna have to make the assumption that he made this 3,000 on the Monday night. The $3,000 in a night, bro.
Whoop,
I mean, $3,000 in a night. That is fucking amazing.
that's really good. I mean, yeah, if you extrapolate that out for the week, that's 18
It's
grand, right?
outstanding.
And then
It's,
you know,
bro, yeah,
and in 10 months that's 180, and then you have
yeah,
another. So you're talking. I mean, you're way over
yeah.
200K a year, and I think it's tax-free money, right? You know, he's not getting
Yep,
taxed on that.
probably. Yeah, because I'm gonna assume that these aren't you know. Um,
He's not a pharmacist. Let's
yeah,
just make
him
that clear.
making 3,000 in a night is more than what some people make in a month. You know,
Right, right, right. Very true. It's more than I make in a
he
month.
made that in a night, bro.
Hmm.
So he's putting in some good work.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
I mean, and he's putting in the time, and he's getting paid for his time because the
Yep.
next
Yep.
lyric goes, uh, "I've been working graveyards." So, I don't think
Yep.
he's in the profession of medicine, and he's working night, like
No.
graveyard shifts. He's clearly outside on a corner on a
No.
boulevard flipping hard. And okay, so I've been working
Right.
graveyard shifts every other weekend. Oh, oh. Weekend.
Yeah.
Ain't got no fucking time
Time
to party
to
on the
party on
weekend.
the weekend.
Okay, so we're back to talking about the weekend again.
Yeah, absolutely. So he has a very similar schedule to Drake,
And these
where
guys are
he cannot party
obsessed
on
with
the
talking
weekend.
about the weekend. Like they are obsessed with it.
Absolutely. So I think they really want to be off on the weekend, not on Tuesday,
Clearly, there's some resentment there.
yearning for the weekend.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You hear it in their voices too, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All
So
right.
I think that's pretty easy to figure out. I mean,
Yeah, that
nothing to really analyze there, you
that's
know?
pretty clear cut, straightforward. Hmm.
Yep.
You want to
Yep.
take over
So
here?
let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read the next couple lines. Let's see here. I've been flipping in the house, making jugs on the highway. Okay, let's stop right there. That
Yes.
is interesting. That
Because
is interesting.
he's flipping on the corner and he's also flipping in the house.
Flipping in the house. So I think we can assume from that he does all his prep work at the house, maybe during the day, and then he actually sells said product at night on the
So
corner.
it's a family-run business.
Absolutely. Maybe the whole squad's involved. I don't know,
Maybe, maybe.
But here's what's really interesting. Making jugs on the highway.
Hmm. So the
So,
word jugs, though, you wanna point that out, like how it's spelled,
sure. I
or
mean, absolutely. So this is very, very interesting, I guess. They don't spell jugs the normal way you spell jugs. It's got two U's in it. So once again, there is some kind of emphasis on this word, like it's special. So it's not a normal jug. I don't know if it's bigger than a regular jug.
So
Like I don't know if it's like their jug is like a gallon and like a jug with 2 U's is like 1.5 gallons or some shit. I have no idea.
when I
You know?
Google it, Urban Dictionary is one of the first things that pops up, and it says jug is the act of profiting off illegal or legal activities. uh,
Interesting.
I don't know how,
Interesting.
you know, that's kind of, so it's any activity
Yeah.
apparently. Involves
Right.
scheming, lying, or
Right.
tricking other
Right.
party for a larger financial gain. So whoever wrote that definition is just terrible at
Ah,
English. Um, but yeah, apparently it's,
absolutely.
so I guess it has to do with just,
So
being a trickster,
illegal. Yeah.
Okay. And
So
illegal.
I guess we can make the assumption that it doesn't necessarily have something to do with like a fluid in a drug, like in a
Yeah, I,
container,
I
right?
would I would say let's take our
Okay.
minds off of an actual jug and forget about that because I don't think that's what it
Gotcha.
is. I think it's him. He's in the car, and I'm assuming
Right.
he's in a car on a highway with a driver because he's that he's if he's pulling 3,000 in an off night like a Monday night pulling 3,000
Right.
I mean who
Right.
knows, maybe he's making 6K on a Friday Saturday night, we don't know. Um, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's got a
I
driver or
know.
someone's driving him, and he's making calls and he's flipping these tricks to make more profit.
Yeah.
Business transactions, I guess.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah, I feel you, man. So I think we got that part pretty much figured out.
I'm glad you stopped it there because that
Um.
was a good point. We had to stop there. That was good.
Oh yeah. Would you like to read them the next couple of lines there?
Sure.
I'll break those down.
I've been riding out of state. Now we're back to
Uh-oh.
the references of
Uh-oh.
being out of town. Okay. Um,
Right.
I've been riding out of state, making money like my way. I don't think I should dance. I'm just going to have another drink.
Wow.
I mean, he's a
Wow.
smart guy. He's fucking pretty smart.
Very, very, you know. Okay. So what does that mean out of state? Clearly he does a lot of driving or something, and he does a lot of work out of town, out of state actually.
Hmm. Hmm.
So his job, we could assume his job takes him out of around the U.S. probably.
So he's a
You
traveler.
know,
He's definitely he
he's a
has that
traveler. Yeah,
wanderlust in him. He's
absolutely.
out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Hopefully he's not drinking and
Then
driving.
he likes.
You know.
I hope not. Hopefully he's responsible. Because remember, it's safety first, then teamwork. So, let's go to the next line there. Making money like my way. Interesting.
I guess
So
because
he's choosing this lifestyle.
right, but I think that's more specific towards his style of business. Like
Right.
the way he's directing his employees and the way
Yeah.
that his business flows, he's just making a statement that I'm doing it my way.
My way.
I'm
Yeah.
making it my way. Hmm.
Making it my way. Absolutely. I concur. So then
Like,
now it seems like because I think we don't really need to discuss making money like my way anymore, right?
well, I was just gonna say maybe someone put pressure on him to say like you should be doing it this way, and he needed to make a statement
Ah.
that says I make it
Oh.
my way, so you could shut up, like you can go do whatever.
Yeah. It's like fuck your way. We're
And
doing it my way.
and he's clearly successful, 3,000 in a night, so that's it's good.
Very successful, man. I mean, he could probably be like a motivational speaker or something like that. I wonder if he's ever work.
Yeah, true. We should request that. We should ask him.
I
See.
mean, we should, man, and maybe, yeah, you know, because I mean, he'll still have to do a good amount of traveling, but it seems like he likes doing that anyway. You know?
Hmm. True. True. I mean,
So,
we're coming up on my favorite part of the song. This is definitely my favorite
oh
part
yeah.
of the song.
Well, I'm gonna let you take it away then, man.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right?
It's your turn to
Well, okay.
lead. Go ahead.
Um, so after making money like my way, the next couple of lines are, I don't think that I should dance. I'm just gonna have another drink.
Hmm.
So,
He's not a dancer, so he's not a dancer.
not a dancer, no. So, yeah, he doesn't have. We're gonna assume he doesn't have good dance moves, or
Or he just
he
doesn't
just
have
doesn't
the
like to
desire.
dance.
Yeah, doesn't have the desire. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have any desire.
Maybe he's tired from work, you know?
So, yeah, I think it's fair to say that he might absolutely just be tired from work.
Yep.
And I don't think I should dance because like you know, I'm really tired, but I am here to party still, so I'm just gonna drink.
Could I mean, it's possible he like pulled a muscle while flipping on the corner, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah,
He just
got an
doesn't.
injury,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Maybe he sprained an ankle, or who knows? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make a reference to him getting injured, but we could assume that it's possible that he injured himself a little bit.
Hmm.
Or
Very
who
true.
knows? Maybe he's so tired that he's sitting down, like he doesn't have enough like energy to dance, but he has enough energy to sit down and drink.
Hmm. Hmm. Very true.
So I think all of those are very plausible scenarios.
Pretty straightforward. Yep. Yep.
And so why don't you read off the next few lines for the buddy?
I'm doing my stance.
Uh-oh.
You
Uh-oh.
know, you know my Molly print. I got the
Uh-huh.
loudest of the loud. You know my gas stink. And this is why I love this part because you think you're following
Yep.
along, you think it's all making sense,
Yep.
and then he just throws this at you, and you're
Does
like,
that shit.
whoa,
What
all right.
the fuck? Like, what in the fuck is going on?
I'm like, that's a
What
curveball.
stance, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, did you play football? Are you like in a 3-point stance, like a 4-point stance? Like, what's
that
going on?
that drunken stance, where you're just like leaning up against the wall.
Drunken stance? Oh, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, been there before, where you're just like standing, and you're like rocking and shit. Like you're like, what the? You don't even know what the fuck is going on, or how you're even standing up at that point. You're just trying to stand up. You know?
Yes, just leaning. Not even a stance. It's more of a
Oh man.
lean.
Yeah, it's like a lean. You're just trying to plant yourself to the ground and shit.
But well, here he's a little bit more specific though, and he
Right.
names his stance and he calls it the
The
Molly
Molly
Prance.
Prance.
Yeah.
Now, what is the Molly Prance? Is that a dance?
So Molly refers to another illegal drug, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Ecstasy. So um, he's, in my opinion, I think he's clearly high on ecstasy. So everything is just
Right.
very, he's just loving everything, right? He's just touching everything, right? And so his prant, I mean, I can just, my vision is just him skipping. He's got this like little
Right.
prance going on, but I just, uh,
Oh man. Okay, so with that being said, I looked up print on Urban Dictionary,
okay.
and the first definition that comes up, it's a noun, and it's akin to a fingerprint in your pants, most commonly referred to as a skid or hash mark.
Say again? Repeat it?
Okay, so print. It's akin to a fingerprint in your pants, most commonly referred to as a skid or hash mark. So
What?
here's a couple of examples. Yeah. While
Okay.
doing the laundry, Terry noticed a huge print on Gertie's skivvies.
Like a,
Next
oh,
example.
okay.
Yeah, like a skid mark.
Oh,
Next example. She
oh.
went to fart, but ended up with a print on her G-string.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck, bro. So I
Oh.
don't know, man. What the fuck is a Molly Print, bro?
All
That like
right.
a fucking
Wow.
skip mark from the drug Molly or what?
Oh my God, he shit his
Does Molly
pants.
cause you to?
He he shit his pants.
Sorry. Oh
Wow.
man, I think
Okay.
he's. I
he's
think he's
he's got a
good,
he's got a
bro.
streak mark down his pants.
Oh, he needs to go home and shower, man.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know
What the
that
fuck, bro?
at this point. I'm pretty. Oh no, and that it makes total sense now because he goes. He says, I got the loudest of the loud. You know my gas stink. Now it
I
makes
guess
sense.
that makes sense. Holy fuck!
Wow.
It never
Okay.
made sense before, bro.
Never. All right. So he tried to fart and it stinks really bad and because he's high on Molly and he sharted like really badly.
Oh, bro, that's disgusting. Why would you rap about that?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
would leave that out. I wouldn't tell people about that shit.
It's not something to be proud
Then
of.
oh,
Yeah, that's
no, it's not. But
you shit your pants
maybe,
in a club
oh
on a
god,
Tuesday.
bro. But you know what? Maybe everybody smelt it because
I'm guessing they did.
yeah,
I'm guessing they did. I don't
and
think there's a
maybe they're partying. Maybe they were partying so hard
shit their
that
pants.
he just didn't give a fuck. He's
I'm
like, whatever.
guessing
I'm gonna keep partying. Fuck it.
maybe. I'm guessing at this point though the squad is not standing around him.
I hope not. I hope the squad's like, wow, damn, you
Wow,
really got
dude.
your parents, man.
Mackinnon, you smell like shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting,
That
man.
is fucking
Damn.
gross. That is fucking gross. Good.
That
Okay.
is that like the side effect from like taking heavy narcotics and stuff, or what?
You lose control of your bowels? Yeah, I guess maybe.
Oh, oh, that's horrible, man. And
Yeah.
he's got to like walk in that and everything. He's
Oh,
got to,
it's a long trek
he's
home.
probably gonna have to drive home, so he's got to sit down in that.
You
So
know,
now his car seats are gonna. Oh,
oh, dude, if I was him, I'd make a trip to
bro.
the bathroom, and those drawers are coming off
Yeah,
and being tossed.
throw him away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, take like a little cat bath or some shit. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
that's bro.
Wow. We've brought
Oh,
light to the lyrics. That's I'm almost. I wish we could go back in time and just not look up the word prant.
damn. I know, right?
Gross.
Damn, man. Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Yeah, that's ripe. It's ripe.
Let's move on from that. Let's
Yeah.
finish off this verse here.
All right.
Um, my PO think I'm in the house. Don't give a damn about what she think. So that's interesting. That indicates that this man is, he's under house arrest.
Or
You know,
or he could be referring to a girlfriend or a wife.
PO think I'm in the house. Don't give a damn about what she think.
Do you see what I'm saying though? That
Possibly,
he
yeah,
because
it could be a metaphor for his wife too.
he could be thinking that he's uh you know sometimes you feel like claustrophobic in relationships and maybe his girlfriend or wife is just busting his balls and that's why he had to go out to the club on a Tuesday because he just had to get out because she's got
Get
his
away,
ass on
yeah.
lockdown.
It's like he needs air. He needs a breathe. Hell
Maybe.
yeah,
Or he could just be
nagging
he
and
could just have
everything.
gotten
So he's like, I need to get away. I need to make the club go up.
although it's very
Because I
possible.
mean, like he works really hard,
True, true,
hard.
true.
You know,
And it is very possible
and
though.
sometimes he just needs a break from her.
Yeah, he needs to get out. Has a break. Need a break. Well, though it is your point makes probably the most literal sense because, in his line of work, he's at a high risk of getting arrested and being issued a
Right,
PO. So
right, right. Absolutely, man. So that's very interesting. So it could go either way there.
yep. Yep.
we've it out.
True. True.
So let's see the song. Then again, it goes back into the chorus. Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut. She Tuesday. Says that 4 times, and then it goes to the looks like the last verse, or let's see, it's the last verse.
It's like a mini verse, I think.
It is like a mini verse, but it's like the last verse, and then the song basically finishes out with the chorus.
Oh,
So let's break down that last verse there.
oh, Jesus. All right. So it starts as, and I know how I made it on my own. I made my own style. I don't think that I should stay. You know I gotta go. You're moving too fast. Don't want to take it slow. God damn it, dude.
That is weird. I mean, I didn't even know how to there.
Now that in the song, that's Mackinnon, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I believe Drake only had that one verse, and that was it.
All right. I know, and I know, and I know. I made it on my own. I made my own style. That's true. Although it's not a style to be proud of because he's shitting in his pants. I don't think I should stay. you, you know I gotta
Pants
go.
shitter.
Yeah. You know I gotta go. You're moving too fast. Don't want to take it slow. Is so the club is so is it 2 o'clock and they're shutting down and kicking him out and he doesn't want to leave?
Okay, here's my analysis of this whole little verse here. So okay, obviously he's talking to somebody. Like I know how I made it on my own. I made my own style. I don't think that I should. What the what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, dude!
Oh yeah, it's good.
Like, oh shit, I couldn't even finish that, man. I made my own style. I don't think that I should stay. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Does he even know what the fuck he's talking about right now? Like,
Oh
what the
no.
fuck?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Maybe
Dude,
we could
I mean,
assume
we're
that
talking about a guy that literally just shit his pants. He's in the club, doesn't care. Like he's telling people that he shit himself in the club and he's proud of it. And he's saying his shit
damn,
stinks, you know? Like this guy's,
yeah,
clearly lost it.
he's got balls, man. He's got a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna assume he's talking to a girl right now.
I don't
He's
know.
talking to a girl with a fucking stinky ass skid mark in his pants right now.
And that's that. I don't know. Like, what girl? That must be a nasty girl that's willing to
Oh,
stick around for that.
oh, oh god. I know, bro. Like, oh, oh, that's dirty. Maybe we can even assume at this point he's so fucking trash and wasted that his thoughts don't even make sense anymore. You know?
Well, now you bring up a good point, and that's a good transition into the point that I was going to make earlier, but I wanted to hold off and
Okay.
say it here. Um, what if
Okay.
Tuesday and the concept of
Oh,
Tuesday
oh,
is entirely inside his head? All right,
oh,
because
wow.
there
That's
is no literal club.
deep, bro.
There is no literal club. It's he's high and drunk and stoned out of his mind, and he's convinced himself that he's in a club, but really he's like in a room by himself, just dancing and shitting his pants.
Right.
Maybe it's a cry
Right.
for help.
Maybe it is a cry for help, man. I mean, maybe that's what he wishes he had. He had a whole squad around him, and that they were all fucking partying so hard that they had the club going up, and like some dude's girl was like hitting on him, being choose, and like he had this juice man named Jello bringing fucking secret juice to the club, and
Maybe.
that he was so high off mom that he shat his pants, and he had a friend named Drake who fucking was back home.
Here, here's my idea. Maybe he's in a mental hospital and
Oh
he has a
fuck! He took a dark turn.
and the only drugs that he's taken are from an Advil bottle, and his friend
Wow.
Drake
Yeah.
his friend Drake is actually a little mouse that just comes in and out of his room, and the and
Nice.
and his PO that's a woman is actually his counselor that comes and checks on him
Right.
and doesn't
Right.
let him
This
go
is
in,
his counselor.
and
Oh
and uh,
wow.
and yeah, maybe.
Wow, bro. That's deep. I didn't even look at it that way, man. Damn.
Maybe.
I think you're onto something there, man. So we can go with I guess, the prominent storyline of he's partying with his squad, and they're just partying real hard and shit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Of course, he's like wasted out of his mind on drugs and alcohol,
Mhm. Right.
Or the alternate theory, which I like a lot, that all this shit is made up in his head.
Mm. Very possible.
Because he's in a fucking mental institution. And yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot, man.
Maybe.
And this is why you have to analyze songs to see what the artist is actually talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Definitely.
what are they really talking? Because you might think, you hear the song, "Got the club going up on a Tuesday." But the girl in the cotton sheet, you say, you hear that and you think, man, yeah, this is a good party song. This guy's talking about partying on a Tuesday in the club.
Let's hear the snippet.
But let's hear it.
Got the
Let's hear
club
it.
going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the car and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. It's...
That's way later on in the song, but he does do that shit. But your girl in the club, she say. It's almost like he's burping when he says that part. Like way later on in the song.
Yeah.
Like for all you folks out there who haven't heard the song, you need to listen to it because later on in the song, it's great.
Oh, it's
Fucking does
good.
that shit.
It's good. I
It's
agree.
like he says "girl" like he's burping when he says it. Like, girl,
Oh my God.
too sad,
I choose side. Yeah.
too sad.
Wow. And then you're right. So like to wrap the song up, I mean, it's just
Yeah,
that lyric over and over. How many times? One, two, three, four, five, six, six and like a quarter times.
right,
And so it's yeah. I mean, it's catchy. Not really, but it can be catchy to some people. I think
right,
And
right.
you want to tell them the background of how we discovered the song?
Yeah, let's tell them the background. So back when we were roommates a few years back in our house, and we had a total of what? How many people were living in the house at the time?
Five,
Five.
five people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, five of us total. So
That's right.
our friend, she would a lot of times just leave her music playing in her room, you know, so you couldn't help but hear it because not only would she leave her music playing, but it'd be playing so the whole fucking house could hear it,
I thought wasn't it that she came in one day? It was playing on her phone.
No, man, I remember that. So we were at home. Of course, she was at home, and like she had it playing streaming on like Pandora or some shit, you know.
Okay.
And I think she was like in the kitchen or some shit. And I know I was like I was talking to you in your room, and then we both like at the same time we heard that song come on, and we both like kind of
That's
stopped
right.
talking and we started listening to it,
That's right. I remember now.
and we were like, what the fuck is this? Like, and then it got stuck in our heads, and we couldn't.
Oh,
It
dude,
was
we
just magic. It was
we
magic.
shut that down for like 2 weeks. We made fun of
Oh,
her
bro, bro. Yeah, we
on
did.
Facebook.
She actually hated us because we went into overdrive.
That's right. Oh man.
Yeah. And then what was cool because you remember like so I want to say the residuals from that. So like for the next like 2 months or so, anytime we would go to the bar, and we'd hear that song, we would just stop what we were doing and like
Oh yeah.
instantly, acknowledge that that song was playing. Because I remember that one time where we were at the bar and I think I was on the opposite side of the bar from you, and I was like talking to the bartender or somebody else, and I didn't hear the song come on, but you did. So you come out of nowhere and you interrupt my conversation, and you're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I instantly, like, after you interrupted me, I realized what was going on.
Oh, that's
So I
funny.
stopped talking to whoever the fuck I was talking to, and I started singing the song with you because if that song's playing and you're at the club, well, fuck everything else you're doing. That becomes your priority. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that trumps anything. Like I don't care if you're having a heart attack. Like that. Tuesday comes on and we're
Yeah.
we're
No.
making references.
Yep. 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 I love Mackinnon. Tuesdays on. You fucking listen to that shit
Oh
and
yeah.
you
Oh
sing
yeah.
along.
And for a while, every Tuesday we played that song.
You know. That's right. We did. We actually played it ourselves on Tuesdays.
Hmm.
On top of lucking up here and there and being at the bar on a Tuesday, and then they played that song.
Hmm.
Of course, they played it on other days too. Like I'm pretty sure they played it on Friday and like Saturday.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, different days of the week, but they did like to play it on Tuesday
They did. They
as
loved
well.
playing it on
You know,
Tuesday. Yeah, it was like the theme song.
they love playing it on Tuesday. It was the theme song for Tuesday.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
And it should be because it's a brilliant, brilliant
Oh, it's
masterpiece.
genius. Yeah. I mean, I feel
It's
enlightened.
genius.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we had a wonderful
yeah,
experience, and I feel like we thought deeply.
yeah.
We laughed. I think, and I thank
Yeah,
them for making the song because without it, we wouldn't have
I do
had
too.
this experience.
I agree, man. I agree. Like I'm so glad we experienced that song. It
Me too.
it was one of the most defining moments of my life. You know,
Hmm. Hmm. I agree.
so I'm
Definitely a
really
highlight.
glad.
I agree.
Absolutely, man.
I agree.
And I'll forever be thankful for that song. Yeah.
Me too. Oh, for sure. To the day I
And
die. Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
even though that song is almost 4 years old, it still lives with me till this day.
True. I agree. I agree. Well,
So,
Bray, one, you want to give them a sneak peek into the next episode and also the next lyrical analysis that we'll be doing? Now,
oh,
I know that we
absolutely.
won't be
So,
doing. I know that we won't be doing. Let me clarify. We're not going to be doing another
yeah,
lyrical analysis for episode 3, but we will do
right,
another lyrical analysis. But we're also going to tell you what
in the
episode 3
future.
is. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, let's start off with the next lyrical analysis we're going to do. So, sometime in the future, we're going to do a lyrical analysis from one of the best songs of all time. It's from an artist named Rebecca Black, titled Friday, and it was a banger. I think
Very
it came out
familiar.
in like 2010.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was such a fucking big hit, man. You know,
Yeah. True.
and it's one of those awesomely terrible songs.
Mm-hmm.
One of the worst fucking songs ever made. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Oh, bro. One of my favorite words came from that song. It's so excited. I fucking
That's
love that
right.
song.
That's right.
I love that song, bro. It's a fucking masterpiece. So we will be definitely breaking down and analyzing that song to try to get into the mind of Rebecca Black, try to understand what her real message is. Like, is her song really about the date Friday, or is it about something completely different?
Maybe we may have to have a guest appearance from one of our female colleagues just to bring in a female's
We
voice.
might.
You know.
We might, man. I mean, that'd be great. You know, it'd be awesome if we could get Rebecca Black
Ooh,
on our live stream. I don't know if she's still making music these days or not. You know,
good point. We should. Yeah,
but that'd be dope.
that would be. Yeah, I agree. Maybe we should reach
We
out.
should look her up.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
down.
we should, man. I mean, what does it hurt if we like found Rebecca Black, sent her an email, told her about our podcast,
Hmm.
and then not only, I mean, that'd be great because we could get a serious introspective of the song, you know,
That's right.
and
That's
we
right.
could ask her lyric by lyric. So, what did you mean here?
Hmm.
You know, what did you mean by, you know, sitting in the front seat and then sitting in the back seat? You know,
Right. Yeah, I'd
like
like to know.
how
Well, what would be
are you
nice
sitting both in the front seat and the back seat?
What would be nice, I agree. What would be nice is if you and I start dissecting and breaking down the lyrics, giving our opinion, what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on, and at the
right,
end she clarifies and just corrects any of our
right.
wrongs if we're wrong.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
that'd
You
be
know,
good.
I mean, we could do that lyric by lyric. So, like, line by line, we read off a line and then, you know, we say what we interpret from the line. And then she could tell us what she actually meant by it, you know?
Right? Definitely.
That would be so phenomenal, man, if we could get Rebecca Black on our show.
Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We'll see if we can get her.
Let's give it a try. I mean, fuck it. We could give it a shot. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but you know, we at least gotta try,
That's
right?
right. Yeah. If you
Now
don't try,
that would be a fun show. I think, you know, for our viewers out there, that'd be a really big treat for you guys. You know, if we could get, you know, celebrity on our show,
true.
you know.
True. Yeah, very true.
So I'm actually really excited about that idea.
Now, there's one song that I off the top of my head that I'm thinking that I would like to us to analyze, and that's
Oh,
um, well, there's two, but one of them I'm
okay.
particularly interested in, and it's a song by Kesha. And
Uh-oh.
do you
Okay.
remember? Do you remember Timber? It's going
Yeah, I
down.
remember Timberman.
I'm yelling timber. Yep. Yep, that's it.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
that song.
I remember that horrible song.
Yep, yep, that one. She's really
I
talented in real
remember.
life, but yeah, that song is bad. That song
Oh
is
yes,
bad.
he is, but that's like that show didn't really showcase her talent, you know.
No, she did what she
But
had
the
to do to
interesting thing
make
is, it
money.
was still absolutely. But I think it was still kind of somewhat of a hit, you know. Because I remember they
Hmm.
played it a lot, and I remember a lot of girls singing that at karaoke night.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah. It was. There was a point
Yeah.
where our roommate, she was like so
Oh
sick of me.
fuck.
She was
Yeah.
so sick of me referring to that song because it just stuck in my head. I just couldn't get it out. It was there. It wasn't going anywhere.
Now, wasn't that also for a short period of time, like the theme song for the dating site Tinder?
I didn't know they had a theme song.
No, no,
But
no. It's not. It wasn't so much the theme song, but I think they used the song in one of their ads for a while.
I would. It'd make total sense. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much.
Which, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes total sense.
Now, what was the second song that you're thinking about?
It was a song. It's a song by Ariana Grande.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know where you're going with this one.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We'll keep that one.
Oh man, that one. Honestly, there's not much to analyze there. We know
Oh
exactly
yeah.
what the hell that song's about, bro.
Pretty much right out in the open.
Yeah,
Hmm.
pretty much. You know. Now that one would be like a good one. Maybe we could do that on the Tinder app. You know, when if we analyze the Timber song,
Mm. Hmm.
perhaps we could do like a brief analysis of that song
Do
too.
it back
You
to
know,
back. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, that'd be good.
back to back to back. You know, oh
I'm
yeah,
doing 3 shows a day now. Three
yeah,
shows at a
man,
time. All right.
hell yeah, you know, hell
Oh,
yeah.
good.
this shit kills me though. You know what's
What?
going on back home when I'm not around.
You know, the shit you might be saying might be too true. So you want to be
I'll
careful.
shut up because you're right. I think
Yeah,
it is too true,
it
man.
is. It's too true. Too
Damn.
true. Yeah. So
But let's segue into episode 3 now. So here in the near future, we really hope we can get this episode out to you within the next 2 weeks.
actually, I think
But
we're in a position where we could do it, hypothetically speaking, within a couple days if um
in a couple of days, yeah.
you know if luck is on our
If the
side.
person were absolutely. So on episode 3, it's not just going to be the two Braves. We're going to have a special guest.
Hmm.
We're going to have a lady on the show as we talk to her and pick her brain about online dating and her
Hmm.
experiences with online dating, her likes, dislikes, things like that. So should be a very introspective episode, especially for those of you out there who are curious about online dating. Especially for you single guys out there who maybe you want to hear a woman's perspective on online dating, and we think she'll probably give us some really good, helpful tips as well,
Hmm.
to help
She
you out on your journey with online
she
dating.
she's what we would consider an expert in online dating. Not like a
Right,
clinically,
right,
like someone that studied it, but someone that is truly
right,
experienced with online dating.
right.
And she's going to bring
Yep. Absolutely.
yeah, and she's going to bring a female voice to the podcast, which is nice for the ladies that listen to the
Right.
podcast, and so that you don't have to listen to two brutes talking about their version of
Yeah.
online dating. I feel like that'd be a nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it would be great if it was just us, but this is going to be awesome for the viewers,
Yeah,
to
true,
get that
true.
that outside perspective, aside from our voices. So it
Very
should be a
true.
treat for anyone who decides to listen. So definitely be on the lookout for that episode coming up next. And like Bray Uno said there, hopefully we can get it done within the next few days. Hopefully, you know. So that's the goal. But if not, definitely within the next couple of weeks.
True.
So yeah, I mean we got some good stuff going on. If you check out our channel, we got other segments as well. I kicked off the pilot episode of our rants in a smoke section
That's
or
right.
video.
That's right.
And what the whole idea behind that is just, you know, it's not formal at all. It's just like me and Bray Uno, we've done this in real life where we're sitting there smoking our pipes and we just start talking about something,
Hmm.
whether it's invention ideas or social aspects of society, whatever topic, we just basically just start talking like a
Hmm.
good philosophical discussion about anything.
That's right.
So that's kind of the premise behind that segment there.
Hmm.
I recorded, in the pilot episode, it was about the five senses and how I think we have more than five senses, but how the whole notion of us only having five senses ties into the scientific mindset. So that was just a big philosophical rant about that. But in the future, I know Bray Uno has plenty of topics he wants to rant about.
Plenty of them.
I have more things that I want to rant about. And the fun thing about the rant and a smoke episodes is going to be it's us freestyling. So it's not even planned or anything. It's just,
Hmm.
man, I'm sitting there, I have an hour to myself. Here's what I'm thinking. Like,
Hmm.
here I go. Oh,
And
talking about that.
some of the time, like I have a few rants that won't take more than 5 minutes, but I just got to get it off my
Right,
chest. Some of them
right.
will be really quick, but um, yeah, I agree though. Um, I think I like that, but we're also um, going to be bringing product reviews
Yep,
to the
absolutely.
to our site too. So
Yeah,
um, stay tuned for that. Although Bray one has already done a product review of a pair of aviators, I believe, correct?
yeah, absolutely. From Blender's Eyewear. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, really cool pair of aviators. You guys should definitely check them out if you're looking for a very nice, very affordable pair of sunglasses. They have a lot of styles, a lot of the popular styles that are out right now. And I mean, I got my pair for like, I think after the coupon, it was like 25.99 plus shipping, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's a pair of polarized sunglasses, so it's pretty awesome, man.
Oh, nice.
You know.
Right on. Well, if the
Yeah.
viewers want more information on those prime sunglasses, they should check out your review. And
Yeah.
we're gonna
Check
have
out
a
the review.
we,
What were we gonna say, bud?
oh I was just gonna say that we're gonna have a lot of product reviews and not only product
Yeah.
reviews but service reviews. And one thing, uh, just not that we need to verify our accredit like our credentials, but we are scientists
Right.
with graduate school experience. So we look at things from an engineering mindset when there are certain products. So you will
Right.
get a product review, if need be, from two very qualified engineers, scientists. But also,
Absolutely.
we're Renaissance men, and we do look outside of the box. So we'll bring service reviews on whatever comes to mind. But
Right.
we just would like to spread knowledge, and the product review is one of those tactics.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I mean, we're diverse guys, so that's why we're gonna have different segments aside from our live streams and our regular episodes.
Hmm.
Like we're just
That's
gonna
right.
have other things we do as well.
Very true.
So yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about for now, or
I think I'm pretty
wrap it?
good, and I would just say that thanks for joining us, and I look forward to episode 3. It's packed full of laughter and some really nice insight from our female guest, and I think it's going to be a very very good interview that we display to the audience.
I'm so excited about that one,
So
actually.
excited! Yes, that's
So
right.
excited. Like it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. So you guys are gonna be in for a treat there. So definitely stay tuned to us and be on the lookout for that next episode. Oh yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to the synthwave producer McVice.
Mm-hmm.
He produced the intro to the Rant and the Smoke section. So
Mm-hmm. And
uh,
that tune is really nice. Actually, that's a real nice
all
tune.
right, it is a good one. So he definitely made us a nice track, and we just want to thank him for
We're assuming it's
being
him.
a fan of our show. Yeah, it is him. I know the him actually.
Oh, you know? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I've listened to his songs and stuff, and I've seen like his comments. It's a guy,
Oh, okay.
but it's pretty cool, man. I mean, I listen to his tracks. He's got a lot of tracks on SoundCloud. He's got a few on YouTube as well. But
Mm-hmm.
he's a fan of our show, so we want to thank him,
Mm-hmm.
and then also thank him for contributing, material for us
Yeah.
as well
Thank you,
to help our show
McVice.
out.
Shout
We
out to
appreciate it,
McVice.
guys. Thank you. He's also given us some pointers like on producing our own little bits of music and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool.
Very
You
cool.
know.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What
True.
else? Anything else, man? Are we forgetting anything?
No, I think that's it, my friend.
I think so, bud.
And
I
if
think
not,
so,
we'll be
man.
back soon. Hopefully within the next couple days, so we can
Oh
address it
yeah.
then. But I would like to thank everyone. This is
Yeah.
Breh
Thank you,
Uno
guys. And this is Bray One.
signing off.
Quality break time. Y'all have a good night.